7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is the Wednesday edition of WWT Live. This is your timeless elite, your PR princess, whatever you want to call me, Courtney, on this Wednesday, because Boss Lady has a lot to do, but have no fear. Your timeless elite is here because she's going to give you the rundown. Of course, we do have AEW Dynamite, but we have a lot of things happening before we get not just to Dynamite, but also Revolution this week. But thankfully, I am not alone. I am happy that she's back because she did take a little bit of R&R, but she is your go-to person regarding Friday Night SmackDown. And I'm sure she's going to pretty much have a lot to say after what happened last week, going into this week. So I'm always happy to have the sweetest oos wrestling with honey in the building.
Woo! Back in the honey pot, in the flesh, buzz, my beautiful busy bees of the WWT universe. It's your girl. It's the sweetest oos. You already know the vibes. Courtney, good to see you, sis. I've missed your face.
I know. It's always good. It's always good to see you. I know I'm always in the chat on Honey Night SmackDown every Friday because usually I pop in as much as I can, but it's always good to see your face.
Oh, I love it. And I'm so happy. I can't wait to get into all the stuff we got up for today for the stories and such. But I'm even more excited because, we're 38 days away from the biggest night, 2 nights of the year for a lot of us wrestling fans. So still not sure where we're going, but okay. I'm a little excited. Week by week, it grows. So
it's going to go week by week. Like, you got to let it slowly build, but we're on that road to Vegas, but we'll get there shortly. But we do have a few pit stops, but I'm also excited to have our another co-host because she has recently joined WWT Live, and I'm so excited that she's back here. Miss Hope in the building.
Hi, happy Dynamite Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, ladies? Welcome back, honey. Awesome. Lovely being here. It's always great to be WWT Live.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I heard that.
Yes, because it's women's wrestling. It's Women's History Month. So, of course, we got to talk about it. But we do have some serious news we got to kick off with, especially involving women's wrestling. Shotzi, who you know very well in the independent scene, she's been killing it from House of Glory to everything else. She put out a tweet today that her brother is currently missing. She did post that if anybody that's located in the San Francisco area to please make sure to check out for her brother. She did post a tweet out all the information, and especially if you know of any about, she did put the contact of the detective on that tweet. So we here at Women's Wrestling Talk want to send our thoughts, our positive vibes to Shotzi and her family in this time of need.
I do have an update.
You do?
I do have an update because I am seeing it posted as of like 2 hours ago, 48 minutes ago. He has been found.
Yay!
Oh, that's great. Yay!
Thank the Lord. He has been found. I know she said she posted it yesterday, but thankfully, yes, he has been found, and he's being hospitalized. He's being looked over by medical, of course, and being under observation. So thankfully, yes, he has at least been found, and we wish their family all the best.
Yeah, and find out what happened, because usually, regardless of whatever procedure you're getting done, the hospitals, regardless of the insurance that you're under, they don't usually let you out unless someone else is with you. So this is hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it, and I'm glad that he's safe.
Yeah, to quote unquote what she said, she put out a tweet today, March 11th, 2:16. My brother has been found and is being taken to the hospital. We are incredibly grateful to everyone who shared the post, reached out, and helped spread the word. The support and kindness from so many people truly means the world to our family. Thank you all so much. End quote. That's just nothing but the Lord. That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Thank the Lord.
It is a blessing. Shout out to Michael Vasquez in the chat, Boza, our producer from the future, Jillian in the chat as well. It is a blessing that he has been found. because I know Shotzi has been very nervous, and everybody in the wrestling community was super supportive,
devastating.
especially to this similar time of need. And it's a miracle indeed. And I am so happy. But here at Women's Wrestling Talk, we do want to send positive vibes over to Shotzi and her family. And hopefully we can get next steps on how this situation occurred. So rooting for you, Shotzi.
And you know, of course, better health for your brother.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And Dylan, you're in for a treat because I was going to say this for later, but we're just going to get this out the way because we're just going to preview AEW Dynamite happening tonight at the top of the hour. Yours truly will be on the watch along for Timeless Elite Wednesday. And we are on the final stop before AEW Revolution this weekend in Los Angeles.
And that's happening already?
Yeah.
I know,
I know Revolution is this weekend, but but they're starting off hot in San Jose. We got the TNT Championship. We got Kyle Fletcher taking on Speedball Mike Bailey one-on-one. If you recall, these two actually met at the Continental Classic, and Speedball Mike Bailey has a win over him. So that's going to be an awesome match. And we're also going to have we're going to have MJF and Hangman Adam Page having their press conference, especially after the insane that happened in the trios match last week in the main event. I can tell you this is not going to end pretty with these two right before the Texas Death match.
Anything with the words press and conference.
No. No, it's not easy. We're also going to have a trios match right before the AEW tag team titles this weekend. Mark Briscoe and the Young Bucks will team up to take on Tommaso Ciampa and FTR. And this will be a lot of chaos happening in this trios match.
It's interesting, especially with Ciampa's, what side is he on for real?
Yes. And my main squeeze, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin teaming up to take on Gabe Kidd and the newest signee, David Finlay. After what happened last week, these four men are going to put a lot of chaos in, and be on the lookout for Clark Connors because he'll probably add some shenanigans into this match. And I can't forget the ladies. I mean, after historically defending the TBS title in London, England over the weekend, Willow Nightingale, she will be facing off against the new CMLL Women's World Champion Persephone one-on-one for the TBS title. Of course, you can't forget about the ladies. And also, I think there was one more match that I missed. Okay, here we go. Right before their big match between Jon Moxley and Konosuke Takeshita, we're also going to have Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli team up to take on Konosuke Takeshita and Hechicero. You could tell because the beef between the Death Riders and the Don Callis family is heating up, and all this and more is happening tonight at the top of the hour, 8 p.m. on TBS and simulcast on HBO Max. And before you ladies give your picks on Dynamite, we do have a constituent joining us for WWT. You see them on Kayfabe. Him, Honey, and Dion are killing it. It is our councilman, Mr. Will Ferrell.
Hey.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone. Y'all were talking about Dynamite, so I thought I'd join since I will be at Revolution this weekend.
Oh!
Yes, I'm going to be with the common folk of the AEW. I have my disinfectant spray.
Wow.
That area in there. Here it's very bright, a little dirty in there. Your councilman's not used to that. My rag is ready to dust off the seats. But I'm excited to be the common folk of the wrestling community this weekend.
He gonna walk in there like Hunter Hearst Helmsley meets William.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Right.
Ugh. Is this what you people watch wrestling here?
This is wrestling.
Hot dogs.
It's giving like Hunter Hearst Helmsley with William Regal and a bit of Kit Wilson.
You got a full commitment. Is this what the wrestling matches?
It's gonna be one of those podcasts. Yep, I love it.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any kosher hot dogs?
Oh my
Dogs you serve? Oh,
You are so bad.
do you use ground turkey with your nachos? Beef? They still serve beef here? Oh, go and watch the matches now. There's so much blood everywhere.
He's gonna leave early. He gonna leave early.
I'm probably gonna
I've had
leave
enough.
shirtless. Probably gonna leave shirtless.
Oh Lord, oh Lordy.
I'm a full fan now. I'm a full AEW fan.
Oh Lordy.
They have like paint all over and stuff.
Yeah, but like I don't know who painted me. That's the biggest mystery of it all. Don't know who put this paint on me.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my God.
That was a great one.
Well, since you jumped in and since you jumped in and since I ran over preview for Dynamite tonight, is there any match or segment in particular that'll get you guys watching, especially since AEW Revolution is this weekend in Los Angeles?
For me, it's the presser. I mean, it's just like Honey was saying earlier. It reminded me of the Brother Love show. Whenever there's a press conference, you know something's going to go down. Someone's either going to get banked, someone's going to run in, either someone's going to say something on the mic. It is not going to be a dull moment. Not during that point. I say, pop your popcorn, watch and enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have to agree with that too. I mean, like I said, anything with the word press and conference doesn't bode well for anyone, especially the equipment involved. Also, I'm looking forward to Willow and Persephone and the triple tag because Ciampa, period.
Yes, I think that's always good to know. Yeah, after what happened with the aftermath of the trios, but I think Hangman wants to get his hands on MJF. It's not going to end pretty, and he was pissed off.
He's going to choke him out.
He was very pissed. So he was very pissed off about that. Obviously, outside the ladies, I'm actually looking forward to Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Them two met at the Continental Classic, and Speedball got a victory over Kyle Fletcher. But Kyle Fletcher wants to keep his title, which he called Pinky.
Little rivalry renewed. We love that.
That's the name of his belt. He called it Pinky.
Okay, I missed that. Wow, Pinky.
Yes.
Seriously?
He called it Pinky.
What a name,
guys.
Yes.
So are they fighting at Revolution?
Hmm?
Are they fighting at Revolution?
No, they're fighting tonight.
Oh, they ain't got a match at Revolution?
They do have a match, the trios belt. I know Kevin Knight, Speedball, and Mystico will be taking on the new trios champion, Okada, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis.
I'm excited to see Coke Ball Bailey, man. All right, no. I met him in San Diego. I was like, hey, sir, you have got you a fan.
Come on,
shout out to our producer from the future with the super chats.
Boy, Mike.
I thank the Lord, MJF. Please, Dylan, don't give any thoughts. That could just end. That could just end right here.
Let's not talk about weigh-ins.
They should do that in AEW. They not all the time, but just like a good rivalry
for the big ones.
Yeah, y'all should do a weigh-in. Like Takeshita and Okada do a weigh-in would be hilarious.
I laugh my ass off.
I would probably laugh about that. It's gonna be bound to happen. They're gonna have a match soon, but I would laugh if that were bound to happen. But that wraps up AEW Dynamite happening at the top of the hour. Yours truly will be on the call because it is the final Dynamite before Revolution. So get your butts ready because they're in California all this week. So, but switching gears, because I don't want to say this is technically AEW, but I was talking about this on Monday. Eve, Pro Wrestling Riot had their show over the weekend, and it was Wrestle Kingdom 8. And it was so good. But apparently they hit a lot of snafu. Pro Wrestling Eve owner Dan Reed issued statement on Paul Robinson and working as a producer. If you guys don't recall, there was a situation that happened a couple years ago where apparently there was a little bit of a sexual assault back in 2020, where Robinson was accused of kissing a 16-year-old girl in 2014 and remaining in contact with her. And those allegations apparently were deleted several years ago on social, but he admitted that he got too close to the accuser, but denied grooming or taking advantage to her. And that kind of blew up a little bit. But apparently it did blow up on socials, and there was a lengthy statement that the co-owner of Pro Wrestling Eve, he posted this on Shockingly Discord following fan backlash to Robinson's involvement with the promotion and also the situation that he's in. This is pretty much what he said. Okay, so I'm not going to discuss this in places like Twitter or do official statements or anything like that. All I can do is talk on here as me, like I always do. Whilst I'm sure there are genuine concerns from some people that there are here, the way things escalated there quickly makes real conversations impossible. What we built here is different. I've now gone through everything above and just want to say first, thank you for those who didn't jump straight into attacking or trying to turn things into gotchas and instead voice concerns and ask for clarity that generally make a big difference. Clearly, some naively on my part played a role on here, and I'm sorry if anyone had questions or concerns and didn't feel comfortable asking me. That's the exact opposite of the environment I want. Paul has been back around the scene for a long time, and at Eve, he has been sat with the other producers in full view of anyone attending shows on a raised staging area, no less. So if it isn't the case of trying to hide him, as I think someone above suggested, quite the opposite. He's been there in full view for almost a year. The reason I quoted Dev's post is because both posts he reflect the situation as I understand it, and as others in the scene, including people within Eve, understand it as well. I've seen some people say it was something he admitted to, but that has always been denied, and there seems to be a lot of confusion around that point online. I like to think, and I think a lot of you do, judging by how kind people have been above, that I do my best to be as open as I can. What can I say is that I would never knowingly bring anyone into Eve if there was evidence, there were a danger, or if there was someone not wanted there. And while I obviously can't claim to speak for every single person, I think it's pretty clear from how cast and crew interact with him that he has their support. And honestly, I know some people will say that make me naive, but I don't think the kind of support and relationship you see around Eve are something you can fake like this. You saw it yourselves this weekend. I don't think Wrestle Queendom happens the way it did if there was some other feeling hanging over the place. If anything, the candid backstage photos people have seen sharing, the interactions at the after party, etc., probably show that better than anything that this is real. I don't think there's a unicorn solution here that will appease everyone, and I won't claim this will subtly fix things for everyone. At the end of the day, this comes down to trust and people's word. And if some people feel like they have to tap out here, I get it, I do. But the statements shared above reflect the character that many people know, and I can't in good conscience hold things against someone that do not seem to be accurately represented. So I have to believe we are doing the right thing by standing in that. Before I say what I have to say, does anybody else want to go first? I'm getting the floor. Does anybody want to go first?
Yeah, I know y'all have a lot to say about this, but I'm just gonna quickly easily say this. This is pretty much like the ultimate clash between internal culture and external accountability. You know, Eve is basically saying, trust our locker room's experience and all of that, while the fans are saying, well, we're demanding higher standards. Like, it's still it's a gamble on whether a promotion can survive this or not. But, you know, being that it's like, I guess the one thing that the wrestling business has always struggled with is that a redemption arc, especially in the post speaking out era and in the, you know, in society of Me Too's and, you know, things like that and transparency. But, you know, I mean, I would pretty much want to rest my case right there. But that's just what it seems like. It's like a tug of war between the fans and between what's going on in that locker room and what he's saying.
You know, HR, there are some things HR just don't want to hear, regardless of what industry you're in. And this is one of them. With social media, it changes the game. Vince McMahon is in the situation that he's in because of similar allegations. You know, it's different. It's hard without knowing the individuals, without having all of the facts, because really we're going on hearsay. But at the end of the day, the workers, if they're comfortable working with him, fine. If people don't want to watch or don't attend, they have that right. If they do, they have that right. So I have a wait and see attitude about this.
Will, you have any thoughts?
That's a very hard situation. And the only problem is because it's not cleared up. So that's always going to linger with you. Like no matter how much of a like good locker room aesthetic that's being given and stuff like that, there's always going to be this asterisk that follows you. And that's the unfortunate, not saying for this guy in particular, but that's the unfortunate thing when an accusation like that is brought up against you. One, it, like we said, it's not cleared up. So you're always going to have people wondering, okay, then of what was said in the statement, you did interact with this person and you admit you interacted with her a little too much. Not nothing to where it's like coming out like, you know, like what Q's accusation was like, according to you, but all of that sits there. So now with social media, hundreds of thousands of people can start doing this, making this, and start making up their own story about you. And again, there's always going to be that asterisk that's right there. And it's always going to make it a little more difficult for promotion to book you or do something because you're going to offend some folks. You're going to upset people. But the thing that we've noticed with wrestling is they're willing to try it, aka Brock Lesnar's wrestling at WrestleMania. And we know what he did. This ain't no like, oh, allegations and maybe it'll clear up. No, there's written documentation of your name in this. And yet you're still about to be in front of 80,000 people at the end of April. So all of this is a very gray area, and it sucks because no matter what side you're on of it, it's something where it's gonna always have an asterisk to it, no matter what.
Yep.
There is something blurring the lines, especially when I read that statement. I was a little bit flabbergasted by that statement, and I think it's more not just HR. This is more on sometimes you don't have a comms team with you, and this is not just on wrestling. This is everywhere at this point, and especially with the fact too, we have one of the biggest scandals that is happening right now outside in the US right now. You guys know what it is. You could Google it, search it. You guys can figure it out at this point. Clear. But I just think, as Will pointed out, there is an asterisk to that, and especially with the fact too, you messed around with somebody underage, which that's like a huge red flag. But that's a no-no. But we've seen it with Brock Lesnar. We also saw the situation happen with Hangman Adam Page, where he took a photo with Marty Scrolls, who, by the way, had a similar circumstance to Paul. Hopefully I got his name. Hopefully I got his name right. Paul Robinson. Like, he had a similar situation. He's not wrestling anymore. So I think this is something that not just wrestling, but everything overall, because now we're seeing a lot of reports happening with associating with a lot of different things, especially with underage people. And I would say it's a reset, but I think this is something they need to figure it out. And also with the fact too, just being very smart about it, especially when the co-owner said he naively said it. I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit ringing alarms a little bit, because that's your company, that's your wrestling promotion, but it's going to be something, and especially here at Women's Wrestling Talk, because we do support all things women and we don't want anything happening to women. But this is going to be a conversation that's going to have, and I think this is going to be something that's really, really going to stick. It is still going to be loud. It's still going to be having a conversation. So,
yep.
So can I ask you something, Courtney? Because you are the PR princess. How do you think Pro Wrestling Eve should have handled this or went about this from like your perspective? If like the person that runs this says like, hey, we're going to have him at this show, like how would you say the best way should have been handled? How this could have been handled?
I think the best way, because the event happened in 2020, they should have did some background check. Like you could have at least did some background check on it. Because if you knew it happened in 2020, and the fact he admitted it too, that was also a huge red flag when you admit something to like this. And that's very, very crazy. Especially, as I said, you're dealing with underage children. That's something to not be tailored to. And I think this is something that not just Eve, but everything in wrestling, doesn't matter if it's major, independent, local, or whatever, this is something that really has to be addressed seriously, because I don't think this is not going to go away. Like, it's not like, you're doing a robbery or everything, or like a minor. Like, this is dealing with underage children. So I do think it needs to be a lot more smarter. I do think it should have been handled a lot more differently, where they could have done a background check. You knew it happened. You knew he admitted it. So it's kind of like you're guilty as fault for that as well.
Yep.
Prince Andrew thought it would go away, and look where he is.
Yeah.
Say, who? What'd you say? I didn't hear.
Prince Andrew thought the Epstein files would go away, and look where he is. I never thought Prince Charles would disown his brother, but wow. Had to.
They started a whole war just so we wouldn't find out about these files.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it's funny, Hope, you talked about Andrew. It's like you blamed Meghan and Harry and you said slurs about them.
Yo, I really I know nobody.
And their unborn child.
They should make a comedy show based off of Donald Trump's current presidency. With all of this, a comedy show of Donald Trump as the president. Like a whole show on Netflix of his current presidential term, and just very much the random stuff he be doing.
I'm just waiting for South Park to drop something.
Actually, they did, and also SNL did something too over the weekend.
I missed it. I gotta see it. I haven't recorded. They're always doing something. I gotta see this.
Yeah, SNL. They did something over the weekend.
It was like, yo, they said that they are finna release the files. Bomb Iran. What? Bomb Iran. Do you hit bomb Iran?
That's just
what?
Terrible.
What? That was your first go-to? Not hey man, let's have a meet. Bomb somebody. What?
All he's doing is proving everything is.
And don't forget the oil.
They were just what were your thoughts on that? We did that. That's hey, we did it. We won. We knocked out all their ships. No, you didn't. Somebody told me all the ships are gone. All their naval ships are gone. They backed out the Olympics. We won. Even we out here as Americans are can y'all save us? I want y'all to know.
America is blinking twice. We are trying to blink twice, man.
Please don't help us.
Help us, man. We're going through it over here, man.
We are not a part of this. I promise you. I promise you. Be like, y'all Americans. Whoa, hold on. Yo, that's a broad term you use.
Chill.
Because we know there's those Americans and then there's other Americans. Right. Which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about?
Exactly.
There's people that are glad Brock Lesnar's back, There's Americans that don't want Brock Lesnar there. Which one you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that one true. And with Vince.
And
I just
Joe
want to put.
Laurinaitis, he's another one. You know,
Woo!
Yes.
yeah.
I don't think
They got-
anybody likes that man.
They got because he
No.
just looked like a slime. Like tell
He
me
looks like
he
a slime, like just
don't look
slimy.
like. Tell me he don't look like a Netflix documentary.
He looks like a douchebag.
He's a walking.
Like,
Not-
tell me they ain't gonna have a 6-episode documentary about John
He's
Laurinaitis.
a walking assault waiting to happen, man.
Anyone wear an all red suit multiple times, let me know. You cannot trust this man. Something ain't right with this guy. And he had the skin tone to match. It's like, yo, this dude is evil. Somebody gotta be.
I don't want to disrespect the dead, but Pat Patterson. I'm just sorry. Don't want to disrespect the dead. But,
PR princess.
I was thinking about the Tony Atlas thing. That's why.
That's exactly what came to my head. I'm just like, all right, next. Next.
She went there.
Well, stop.
Jasmine, you had to go there. You had to go there.
All you had to
touched
say
my
was
pepper.
Pat Patterson, and I went. My brain went to Tony.
Wow.
And you know what's crazy though? That's another reason why it's like even of what we're talking about now is why those things can't just be swept under the rug, because like before, like, man, I learned about Pat Patterson and all of this stuff like maybe 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like before that, I didn't know none of this about Pat Patterson, man. I thought this was a dude that was like one of the greatest IC champions, and then the transition with him and Briscoe, being the the little goons and stuff like that.
Him
with
coming
Vince.
up, him being the reason why the Royal Rumble exists.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I looked at this dude like, yo, man, this one of those cats, and then you hear like,
oh geez,
yo, bro, you was out here doing what in the locker room?
Grown ass men.
Mm-hmm.
It's heartbreaking. It really is, because it makes you wonder what's going on now. And that's being swept under the rug, especially being under the TKO umbrella. Not that TKO supports that, certainly not. But it's very scary. And I'm not going to be surprised if something else comes out, because who would have thought a decade ago that not one McMahon would be at the helm of WWE right now? Not one.
Mm-hmm.
One by marriage, of course, but no one named McMahon. Really, Councilman?
Hey, listen. First of all, when I saw Kurt Angle belly to belly suplex Shane out of that window, I was like, this dude is never gonna run this company. That boy is you can't even say the word no more because
There goes that inheritance.
Yeah, I like he's done. I was like, Steph ain't never gonna make it because of it. I was like, because Vince ain't gonna want her to overshadow him, and you can always see that's
and
gonna happen.
she would.
Yeah, so she gonna end up leaving and everything, and so that's why I was like, and then eventually Vince is gonna go to jail. Eventually, the man killed somebody on live television and got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe that part. Like this man killed somebody on live television and never went to jail. Like that is crazy to me.
And the show kept going.
But now we here. But it's gonna be a revolution in WWE with women. I don't think it's gonna be nothing on no like sexual SA and stuff like that, because I know we're on YouTube or anything like that. It's really going to be like, hey, we can stand on both feet and say we deliver a better product than the men. And we should be closing out these shows. We're the one that get them started. We're the ones they look forward to. We're the ones that should finish it. Because as of right now, Rhea and Jade and Stephanie and Liv are way more entertaining in their title matches than the current two for the world title and the WWE title. And you're going to have to stand up and say like, yo, we deserve to be able to close out this card, especially with Triple H saying, if the story's right, we'll make it work. Hey,
then
Hunter, the story's right now.
So make it work.
Will you do it though? Will you do it? No.
I hope he does. Well, here's the thing, and this was discussed before. You know, if the Saudis take over WWE, and they could, if they could, my very real concern is what happens to the ladies because we know how they feel about the women, especially those who look like us.
And 2027 is their final year with the partnership between Saudi and WWE.
Yeah.
Final.
That quote unquote final.
Right.
Quote unquote.
I mean, you could all I know is that you could chant "This is awesome" in your world heavyweight championship match for so long. Women's wrestling chants happen a lot more often, I feel, than "This is awesome" chants in a lot of cases.
2027 gonna end, and the next thing you just hear, we're in a new era.
Don't even know. It's gonna be epic. It's epic. It's gonna be epic.
New era.
Give it a brick. I don't care if I go to jail now.
Like, don't like everybody stand back. I got it.
Just stand back.
Straight Gunther chop right across your face.
Well, you know what? Well, you know
Done
what
with
else?
this.
Well, you know what is revolutionary here in women's wrestling talk? It's the Women's Wrestling Archive because we celebrate all things women's wrestling. We celebrate the past, the present, and the future. And our boss lady, TK Trinidad, created this because she wants to keep women's wrestling alive and well.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches 2026, and it's going to pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate 1, 5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today.
Just support everything in the Women's Wrestling Archive. $1, $2, $3, $20. Any amount that is supportive of women's wrestling. $100.
We close to the go. Yeah, man. Hey, man, get y'all Honey McDuck on. $100. All right. It's Women's History Month. Donate. All right. We close to the goal. I'll even up the ante. If we meet our goal, should have thought this out before I was about to say it. Now I got to say it. If we reach the goal to launch the archives, I will do a watch along of Total Divas.
What?
Oh shit!
Oh Lord.
Okay.
I will do a watch along of Total Divas and find out why people love the Bellas so damn much because I don't get it. Don't get it.
So you said Total Divas, not Total Bellas, then?
You know what? For Total Bellas, then one season.
One season of Total. I think it was only one season.
It was only one season anyway.
It was only one season.
Yeah, one episode. You don't want to torture yourself, Will.
I will become an alcoholic if I gotta watch more than one season.
I think it was one season. They did.
I seen one clip and John Laurinaitis was sitting at that chick in that table with them, and I was like, that is the devil. Y'all don't see. I was like, don't nobody see that fire around him?
He red as hell.
That dude is he just looked like.
It's so sad to me. I remember him as Johnny Ace with the mullet and everything and coming out with Shane Douglas and the other dude. And it's like, gosh, to see where he was. And
he was probably worse then.
Now he looked like he's
and just the true colors still came out, you know?
Now he just looked like he definitely mentioned in the Epstein files. Like I'm definitely sure John Laurinaitis was over there.
Oh, his name, he was on that plane for sure.
I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't. But we shall see in that. But quick TNA news. Monday, I did bring up Steve Macklin was re-signed, but courtesy of Scooby Magessa, he's a writer for ESPN. He broke the news. TNA has re-signed AJ Francis, so he is back on the roster. We have seen a few, and obviously we talked about this last week regarding Steph DeLander and Mace Walker walking out on TNA, but we have seen a few people resign. We saw Ash resign, as I mentioned, Steve Macklin, and now AJ Francis. And I just wanted to get you guys' quick thoughts regarding AJ Francis resigning. Do you like it? Do you think, this could be beneficial for him since he's been playing a pivoted role in TNA the last couple of years? And well, I'll start with you.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Like to me, I think he's a ticket draw. Just the way he innovates and thinks of things of how to do outside of the ring for TNA, and then even on the inside, it's like, yo, like this is a smart move. It's one of your key players that you can actually start to move up to be taken seriously within the international belt or the TNA title. Like AJ Francis is ready to carry that division. I believe so. So very smart on TNA's part. Hope they keep, allowing him to be creative and, doing what AJ Francis does best. So congratulations to him.
I like the thought of Hit Row continuing. I remember him from Hit Row. I smile when I think of him still being in the business. I smile at BFAB. I smile at Swerve. I mean, it's remnants of Hit Row. Just another example of a fantastic team, group, entourage, whatever you want to call them, that was mishandled. I don't know if it was the pandemic when they were with WWE, but I'm happy for him, and I have no doubt he'll do well.
Yeah, you don't have a lot. I was just gonna say you don't have a lot of factions that done that real successful. Now that you mentioned that, Hope, like all three of them are on the top wrestling brands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't even think of like another faction that's really done that like that. Maybe the Riot Squad, but they kind of like what's her face, like Valkyrie, she retired, so and I don't know what Ruby's doing. I think is she still wrestling?
Ruby's married and having babies.
Motherhood. She's in motherhood.
Okay, yeah. So see, you just got Liv left. But like to see them, like you disperse them and they all being successful, like that's very rare, especially for folks that look like us.
Say it again, folks who look like us. I was just there were so many missed opportunities there within WWE, and that's why I go back to the diversification in the creative area. You've got to have people at the table who look like us, who can speak to us. You can't have Hit Row come into Canada behaving a certain way. Canadians they're not going to get it. You can bring that to here in DC. You can take it to New York and other places, but again, they what's around the table now wouldn't know that. We would. Hint, hint, WWE HR.
Well, at least we got 4 black people as champions on SmackDown, so that's good. That's good.
It's a beautiful thing.
We got 4 black champions: Jade, Mello, Raheem. Who's one? I'm missing one. Hey, I'm missing one. Hang on. Oh, Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Yeah. So many black champions on there. Shout out to Melanated March, man. We extended Black History Month. We didn't like the way it ended. We didn't like the way it went out. We was like, nah, we got to keep going. We got to keep going.
Yeah, I think it's I want to take a moment to give AJ Francis his flowers, like legit, because I would consider him as literally literally the definition of like a team, the proper definition of what the TNA partnership is for. Like, you know what I mean? Like to the perfect TNA career revival person, if you will. From being the butt of the joke in WWE and botched dives and this and that. Shout outs to you because you didn't continue to let that define you. You continued to work on your craft. I saw you in All Caribbean Wrestling in Philly for Mania weekend. You killed it. and then going from there even to now, and then he's literally becoming that guy he's becoming the face of the TNA AMC era. And he literally cited the reason why he's staying is because of the AMC deal. Everybody was so quick to write him off. Everybody was so quick to put him aside and just say, oh, he's not going to last long in the business. You did your thing, sir, because you have definitely proved a lot of people wrong. And now that we know that TNA is no longer just used as a place as a stepping stone, it is considered an equal in a partnership, making a deal with a company like AMC. They're finally able to offer competitive and good contracts to keep guys like him from jumping ship, to be able to build a stable roster that fans could actually get invested in long term. So to go from that to where you are now, I commend you, sir. Just wanted to give you your flowers.
He definitely deserves his flowers. He's been doing a lot. I know there's no First Class anymore, and it's just him. But he's really made a mark on it. Obviously, he did have his segment, The Penthouse, which I thought was pretty funny because there was a few segments I thought were kind of hilarious. But he has been putting the work in, and he really has shown that he could be a player for TNA.
Yeah.
Maybe after the whole with Macklin and Santana, I don't know how that's going to get solved, but I would love for him to get a taste of him and Mike Santana. I would love for him to make some dukes around it, but he has been a player, especially being in AMC in TNA with this partnership. So he deserves his flowers. And also one of our colleagues met him last year during WrestleMania week. He met AJ Francis last year. So kudos to AJ Francis on this re-signing with TNA. And we were supposed to talk about this on Monday, and thankfully Honey is here because Logan Paul, my God, in football. Apparently WWE management officially blocks Logan Paul from boxing players. If you saw what happened over the weekend, well, actually, this kind of goes back to last week because Tom Brady called Logan Paul the B word on social. He did. He called him that on socials, and Logan Paul made a big deal. He's calling out all these NFL players for a boxing match from Le'Veon Bell, Dion Dawkins, all
Myles
of this
Garrett,
stuff,
all these other folks.
everybody. And apparently, while he was doing a live stream, a representative from WWE cited the proximity of WrestleMania 42 as the primary reason to ban. And he pretty much said, one, we don't want you to get injured. It's just unnecessary risk. Like, you don't know if you slip, you fall. We don't run to risk any injury. We just would prefer for you not to be boxing. But apparently, he bit off more than he could chew because now Le'Veon Bell is continuing to give him smoke on socials. So, Honey, I'll start with you because I know you're not the biggest fan of Logan Paul. So, and also like me, you like football.
Pardon me.
And went after one of your former players, Le'Veon Bell.
I just have one thing to say.
No, she don't. She got several.
No, she's got a lot to say.
Right.
He went after one of your former players.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm done.
Wow.
She said what she said.
Okay. Well, I'll say this. And I do adore you, Honey. I do. I actually like Logan Paul. I have to admit, when he initially came, I just thought, okay, not another YouTuber. But when he got out there and started doing his thing, I was like, there might be something to this one if they do it right. In this case, I see the brows, Honey. In this case, there might be some legitimacy to that because there are a number of people who are legitimately injured right now. And if it wasn't for that, I actually believe that it could have been Paul versus Tom Brady. or someone else or some sort of gauntlet match or what have you. I mean, WWE never misses a chance to do something with the NFL or anyone else if they can help it. But that, I'm not going to say that that's it, it could be it, because they can't afford to have anyone else injured on either side.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this close to Mania. It's an unnecessary risk.
I'm just tired.
Will, you got any thoughts you want to add?
I just really be curious about this because like we know Logan can't fight. Like I don't know, has no one told him like he can't fight?
Y'all seen the pictures of him when he boxes?
You're not a good fighter.
His brother look the same.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like you are not a good fighter. I don't know why you are like, bro, like you are great at wrestling. No, Bose, I can't say that. No, bro. Like that's just hating on the personality. Logan's in-ring performance is top notch.
That
and
right.
The dude ring IQ is continuing to grow every time he in the ring. That's the only thing that I'm gonna say I respect about him.
Don't mean we like you.
Yeah, everything else though, bro, you ain't take that approach like you did to wrestling. These dudes will knock you the fuck out. Hey, did you not see what happened to your bro? Y'all gonna be too loose jaw balls. You keep doing it. Hey, bro, stay where you at, because one day you will become a world champion. Like if there's anybody that is going to do it from the transition of that type of star to this, it is going to be you. Just stay on that path, man. Okay. These dudes smoke weed. They got guns. Some of them got domestic violence cases. These are like, they not right up here. Them dudes get paid to run into each other to get a ball in a hoop and to make 3-pointers and stuff. Well, I don't watch sports, so I don't know exactly what all they do in the football thing. Apparently, that's the one LeBron James is in. But you shouldn't be messing with these people. You should not. Okay? Anybody that wears shoes that got spikes at the bottom of them all day, every day, these are not the people you gonna say, I'm gonna get in the ring and knock you out. They not even gonna fight you fair. Mm-hmm. Like one of them gonna punch you in the penis and uppercut you, and you can't go to WrestleMania. Stop looking for fights. Stop looking for this negative. Like again, bro, we get it. You are a heel. You are playing it well, but like, bro, you are just exactly where you need to be. Like, yo, you have accomplished so much in your wrestling career. Like you have had WWE title matches, bro. Mm-hmm. There are people in the locker room right now. Like, bro, Chad Gable has never had a WWE type shot. Ever. You have had multiple, bro. You are a Paul Heyman guy.
Literally.
That is in that wrestling world, that is something. You should stay there, bro. Run your race, because boxing ain't it. I've watched your fights. Like I know how. Like me out of shape can know how to knock you out. Mm-hmm. And I just got to run in you like Tyson. Like that's it. I look like, yo, bro, so F all of this running around. I'm finna get in your shit. Body shots and you done. I can do that. And I ain't even in shape. So imagine if you had like your brother got, bro, keep your race, man. Run your race, man. You already got somebody's respect. I don't know. Probably nobody hears, but somebody out there got a lot of respect for you. Ride that wave.
Your problem, Logan, is you be trying to do too much. That's your problem.
What is the name of the people that he want to fight?
He wants to fight Le'Veon Bell.
He's talking about Myles Garrett.
Gronk called him out on it.
Myles Garrett is a freaking truck, dude. Like,
first of all, you never want to clash anything with a dude named Le'Veon. That he sounds like he can fight.
He definitely can. He definitely can.
Exactly. Like, yo, hey, no, Logan,
He transitioned, and Le'Veon Bell transitioned from football player to fighter, like purposely, intentfully. So, but your problem, Logan, is you don't know when to stop your shit. And you know what? In the words of a wise man, shout out to DMX, RIP. Stop being greedy.
Hey man, there's other place for you to get the bag, bro. Like, ain't
right
no
where
need
you're
for
at, right where you are, right
no
where
need
you
for
are.
you. Right before Mania, bro. Like Mania.
Watch WWE. Watch WWE reconsider this for like a future stunt and be like, oh, we'll have a boxing bout at Mania
or
for Logan Paul.
SummerSlam.
Watch.
Or SummerSlam.
Or something to do with Netflix, and them and going live and stuff like that. I'm sure something gonna come of it, but it's just like, hey man, like you can hear in the background. That's what they're gonna be doing for you if you step in that ring. Like,
he did not.
Man, buddy.
Oh my God.
No Mania for you this year.
And that's how you finish that segment.
Pretty much. You're a great wrestler, Logan, but just don't call out any football players. Don't do it. Don't do it. And especially when Tom Brady called you the B word. And yeah.
Tom Brady need to cut it out too, because he's
It's kind of ignorant of me. I can even think Tom Brady cursed.
Yeah,
that's why this is so funny.
Oh, he definitely curses.
Yeah, he does. Trust me, he does.
Oh, he curses.
That man look like he curses and eats flesh. He's scary, bro.
He curses when he loses. That's because he's a sore loser.
He looks like Dexter.
I've only watched him when he's won, so that's about it.
Well, he curses when he's a sore loser.
Yeah, I remember when him and Spud Webb was doing it well during his time. It was great.
He's a little B when he's a sore loser or when he gets tackled because he doesn't like to get touched. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like calling the pot, kettle. You know what I meant. I was about to fumble that.
Calling the kettle black?
Yes, the pot calling the kettle black. That's what I meant to say.
Well, that phrase is fucking you up right now.
It really did. Logan Paul and Tom Brady, they frustrate me.
That's that football boxer that he was gonna face. You Logan.
Part of me wanted Le'Veon Bell to do it though. Part of me wanted it to happen just because
I say let it happen. You saw what happened to his brother.
Used to be a Steeler, bro.
You saw what happened to his brother. Let it happen. Like same thing with Jake. I never wish nobody to get hurt, but it's like, bro, all you had to do was put in the work. If you'd have put in the work, you could be a phenomenal fighter that's really worth they salt in what you doing. But we see that y'all take shortcuts and we don't like it. We don't like it. And how the rules been for you. That's why you won against Tyson.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Joke.
That's
clown show.
Our boy Tyson wanted to hurt him so bad. Like you can see it.
He was biting his gloves. He was.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I was making fun. I was like, no, bro, because every time I kept saying, I was like, I see exactly.
If I don't do this, I'm gonna lose this money.
Because you saw it in some parts where I see exactly what Tyson was about to do, and
he had that look in his face,
and he held, and he drew back. I'm like, all right, bro, okay. My bad. Let's get back on the rails. My apologies.
No, that's okay. That's okay because we just have. I'm going to do one more story before we get out of here because it is after 7. And since we were talking about Logan Paul, guess who was on Logan Paul's podcast? Maxine Dupree. She was on recently and she has opened up about the social media hate and criticism she's faced and she's managed to overcome it. As I mentioned, she was on Logan Paul's podcast and Dupree was asked what was the hardest part of wrestling is for her. And while she was working in the ring and trying new moves in front of the world is a challenge she enjoys. She noted that the mental toll of traveling and being away from home is one of her biggest difficulties. She goes on to say, I signed up to learn this new craft and try new moves and do it in front of the world. And it's fun. So I do enjoy that. The part that actually is like, it's still challenging. But the part that's truly hard is like mentally being away from home. You're probably like so numb to this. But for me, sometimes if I catch a glimpse of something online, I don't do well with that. So that's why I got to stay off X. And she kind of goes on to clarify that she has left X, or formerly known as Twitter, but she's still on Instagram and TikTok, noting she finds those communities to be kinder. And she pretty much says, anything they say about you, I promise you, I've thought about myself already. I don't need you to tell me, she explained. And I also think, like, I never said anything outright mean about another person that wasn't coming from a place of my own insecurity. This mindset has helped her navigate the public facing aspects of her career while focusing on her progression as a performer. And we know she opened up about this when she interviewed with Chris Van Vliet a year or two ago. She mentioned about this, but just wanted to get your quick thoughts because we have seen a lot of narcs in the wrestling community say a lot of things, not just about her. We recently did see Harley Cameron shut down her Twitter account, completely shut down her Twitter account because she was getting a lot of threats and a lot of negative responses. But I just wanted to get you guys' quick thoughts on this because this seems to be an occurring theme that's not going to go away anytime soon. So, honey, I'll start with you on getting your thoughts regarding Maxine and just the overall of the narc fans of the world just saying negative stuff for no reason.
Kindness is free, y'all. Kindness is free. We have to, we continuously have these conversations because, unfortunately it continues to happen and there's just no getting away from it or getting around it, especially when you are public figures in the public eye. You're going to get all kinds of crazy texts, comments, anything, when you're putting yourself out there. We also, a lot of these marks and IWC folks tend to forget also that these athletes are actual people and actually human, and they actually have feelings and emotions and families and things going on in their lives that we know nothing about. Absolutely nothing. Why? Because it's literally none of our damn business. There's something to be said about today's world where a statement from a stranger that you never met, never seen before, know nothing about, could be miles away, hundreds of miles away from you.
Honey, you're on mute.
You mute.
Where that one line, that people catch, it just completely strikes them, in a negative way, or gives anxiety, or makes the person feel worthless or second guess themselves. Like, it doesn't take, like, if you don't got, like, there's something that my grandparents used to say to me: if you ain't got shit nice to say, then don't say it at all. Like, don't say anything nice at all. The girl has come into her own in this business. She's growing, and there's a lot of people that definitely got behind her. But as much as there's people that get behind you, there's also double the amount of criticism, right? It's just unfortunate, and it happens to both men and women wrestlers in the business of all kinds, whether main or indie. And it's just unfortunate that fans, marks, just cannot process reality and real life. Like, to those people, I just tell you, go touch grass, go hug a tree, read a book, learn to read a book.
Will?
I mean, well, first off, to address the marks or the narcs or what they are, first of all, you fat, you built like ice cream cone. Some of y'all built like boxes of cereal, and you can't even do a third of what any of these people do. And it's always been very weird for me for someone to click on a person's post, click on the comments, go into the comment, type the bad comment, and then hit send. And it's like, what does that do for you? What has this person done enough to where you went through all those motions to tell somebody this that you've never met or you don't know? And it's very surprising that, like, she's still getting ridiculed to this day. Like, again, like, she has definitely made huge strides toward her in-ring performance. So much to where like, yo, they put a belt on her. That's not something that's just like, oh, we ain't got nothing to do. We just go put the belt on you. I'm like, no, it's not 1997. Like, there are a lot of people that could be holding that belt. And she held her own. She won the crowd over, and she continues to do so. Same thing with Harley Cameron. I think people tend to forget, and this was something I was having a conversation with a group of mine about, is the variety of what a wrestler is. And I think one of the biggest now like spotlights of that conversation is Danhausen. Like, there are people who are not going to be Kenny Omegas or Young Bucks or Takeshita Okadas in the ring. Like, they're not going to be that. Harley Cameron is not going to be that. But Harley Cameron can be a showstopper. Harley Cameron can be a Dolph Ziggler of anything because she has the personality and she has the talent. And again, this is something she just started, which is something your fat ass has yet to do anyway. So you going to sit here, you going to complain, you going to cry, and then you going to ask people, do you want paper or plastic? Or you going to be at a call center because you're not going to go run for your dreams. And most likely for the men, your wife is cheating on you with your best friend right now. It happens very often. And for the ladies that's hating on the ladies, your man is definitely cheating on you with a woman of the heftier size because they know how to cook and you don't. And I'm sorry to say that on women's history, but that was just for the ones that be hating, because I don't like seeing that when they just be hating on women wrestlers. And I'm like, ma'am, you couldn't go through a quarter of what these women got to go through every night, because you could not pay me enough to walk out with my ass cheeks out and still wrestle.
Along with being a woman in the world, in today's world.
There's a whole lot of y'all got a whole lot of more confidence, and I know a lot of dudes could not do at all. So it's like, yo, just, man, shut up. Let people do what they need to do. Like, if you don't like Honey said, if you don't like it, go to the next thing. There's thousands of things you're gonna scroll on and see. Mm-hmm. But for you to attack somebody's character who you definitely wouldn't say it in their face. Mm-mm. You for dang sure wouldn't do that. You for sure wouldn't say that. It's like, yo, grow up, eat a hot pocket and go have a seat.
You know, it's interesting because I obviously watched Maxine Dupree, but I really didn't pay attention to her until I saw the ugly comments even a year ago. Comments such as "Go home, why are you here?" to the point where Rhea Ripley had to stand up for her online and say, leave her alone. You know, she's doing the best that she can. She's learning, she's growing, yada, yada, yada. Even when I saw her for the first time in Baltimore last year, I thought to myself, emphasis on thought, not screamed, not attacked, not ran and put something, on social. Oh goodness, another fit blonde, just nothing there. And I've seen the improvement. I've seen the growth, and I've seen the effort she's put in. And it's one thing to think it, but it's another thing to either change your mind or acknowledge. I was a full supporter and went on social when she was up against Becky. I get why some people may not have thought she was ready, that there are other girls in the locker room who maybe deserved it more than she, but at the end of the day, she worked, she got it, she won, and I championed her online. She deserved it. It's similar, to what happened with Damian Priest when he was with the Judgment Day. The absolute hatred, what was it, the gay Undertaker and some
just bisexual Undertaker.
Yes, right. Just crazy stuff.
I still think he should have played into that.
That would be funny.
Yeah, where he went with it. To me, that was hilarious. I was like, that's funny. That's funny.
It is because we joke about it because we don't mean any harm. But the
Right.
folks who were putting it out there, they meant to break him to the point where, as a huge Damian Priest fan, whose face was literally wet night 2 of WrestleMania when he won the title, because I was so happy for him, knowing what he had been through. He didn't tweet or go on social as much as he used to. Now he's coming out more. He's come out with his relationship with Lola. I mean, it's back in the day during that period, he never would have done that. And it's unfortunate because with social, they're in an industry where people, or maybe cowards, are going to nitpick. And it's so unfortunate. And it's not just on social, it's in the airports. It's, I've seen Rhea and others showered, and it's like, okay, WWE, there's enough money there. You need to get bodyguards or some sort of security, because some of the things that I've seen, all it takes is one. Literally, that's all it takes. And then what?
Too on that. Like, you see that a lot with Kevin Owens. Like, when they be catching him in the mall, you'll see him at the airport, he'll pass and check just to make sure like they good. Like, yo, just say the word and they getting on your nerves, we'll get them out of there. So it's like it's helpful to see that they do that for them.
Yeah, I don't know if they need to put it in their contracts, but going back to Maxine, and I'm sorry to hear that about, Harley Cameron. Sometimes she's over the top for me, but not to the point where I'm going to go online and say negative, nasty things about her. My mom told me, and I'm sure your mother's told you, you don't have anything nice to say, keep quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Or keep it amongst yourselves. Like, hey, what like you used to do? Be like, yo, hey, you know what? That was a good movie. You get on, man, that shit was trash. And we just being honest. But we say it amongst ourselves. We're not recording. We're not putting it out into the world or saying it directly. We just expressing our opinions amongst ourselves and then waiting to see if, just like Hope just said, oh, it got a little bit better. Or, like, hey, oh, wow, they really got me into being a fan with them. Also, Damian Priest, we want to throw out the population does not need to increase in Vice City.
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
Anyway, but to your point though, Hope, what I was gonna say was, before I realized I was on mute, because I don't know how my microphone puts me on mute. There's a reason why you see I know they're trying to silence me. There's a reason why Tiffy be walking through the airports with the bloodline around her, or she had the MFTs, I think it was. She had Jacob and Solo and Big Tonga and all of them. Like, man, listen, if I had those folks for family, road family, you best believe.
I already know. I'm grabbing somebody.
Yep.
It's hard to it's very I couldn't have, oh my God, that would be, imagine if you had Jacob Fatu protecting you or Solo Sokoa or anybody MFT.
Yeah, so all of that to say basically this, y'all. That's it.
That's it in a nutshell.
That's the message of the day, y'all. Kindness is free.
That's pretty much it. You just have to be kind to one another and everything else. But this is, because I said a lot, but this is pretty much to all the narcs in the world, because you guys can just really kind of stick it a little bit.
Now I'm on air, bitch. Blonde hair, bitch. Beat you so bad. Get a massage chair, bitch. Ugly ass bitch. You look like a bitch. Shout to the crew. Leave them shook like a bitch.
You wretched little bitch.
Thank you. I don't know who pressed it. I was just about to do it. I was like, yo.
That was me.
I was like, I had to run it back. It was like,
I had to play that because I'm like, that actually makes sense to wrap up. But that pretty much wraps up Wednesday's edition of WWT Live. But is there anything that I missed? A little bit about Raw, NXT. I mean, I know you guys are going to talk about it kayfabe tomorrow.
Drew deserves better. We're talking about
justice for Drew.
But keep in all fairness, because I thought the same thing, and I still do. But He's going to be leaving to do a movie shortly after Mania. So they kind of
I'm giving him a break.
I hope they give him a movie. He would be good in a movie.
I mean, he could have still stayed champion and went.
He really could have.
Oh, I agree. Look, listen. Considering who got it, and I've said it before, Cody. There are a lot of great things about Cody, but it seems like Cody is not Roman. He is not our tribal chief.
Say that louder. Say that louder. I'm sorry. I don't think the people in the back heard. I don't think Dion heard. Dion got to hear it too. I lied for Dion. Dion got. I think they need to hear that. Boza needs to hear that too. Louder, just a little louder. Hope. Sorry.
But at the end of the day, one of two things could happen here. I would love to see Randy 15 time. I mean, it would be beautiful. But I could almost see this being the Cody turn. And possibly even The Rock returning, claiming Cody's soul. Though I still think Drew should have had it.
No, I don't think Rock is. I think what you're thinking, Hope, but I don't know if Cody's that target.
Interesting.
My only problem is, and this is not Drew's fault. And I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow, so I'm not gonna get too into it, but. I'm so sorry, Drew. Drew is not a WrestleMania main event person as coming in as champion. You said when you're the underdog of the match. The only time it works when you're a champion is at SummerSlam.
Okay.
That's how they push him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his title runs that they've done. And it's like, that's not his fault. That's y'all fault. So I was like, y'all put him there. I said, because it's not that he can't close, but the fact that y'all make him a transitional champion while you're scattered to try to get things situated. And because WrestleMania is not selling the tickets like you needed to because they're so expensive. Oh, we got to tap the emergency glass, and now we got to do Randy versus Cody. And so now also too, even though we want to see it, how are you about to push this for the next 6 weeks? Is this about to get real personal? Are we finna go into the bad, or is it finna be this? I'm gonna be the good person, or does Randy turn him into Homelander Cody,
or does Randy punt him? I mean,
because you have to match the intensity of what's going on with Roman and CM Punk.
Yeah, I think you're right. They do need to get personal though, because there's like 10 plus years of history there, legacy and all of that when they were together and everything coming up under Randy's wing. There's lots that they could hit, and they need to do it this week. You got
enough time now to get it started to that. But the question is, are you going to do that? But justice for Drew, man. Drew should still be. I would have still loved Drew versus Randy because it was not personal.
Another year, another timeline ruined by Cody Rhodes once again.
But he's doing a movie. He is legit doing a movie right after WrestleMania. So,
but I'm saying though, he could have kept that belt. We wouldn't have missed him at SmackDown. Carmelo could hold it down. Carmelo got this. Jay got this. And also shout out to Nia Jax, man. Don't say why, but I saw you. So I'm just leaving it at that.
Oh God!
I see what you're doing now. Don't you ain't got to say it out loud. I see what you're doing. I don't know what's making you happy. Keep doing it. Shout out,
Naya, last legend. Good way to end off a Wednesday edition of WWT as we get ready for AEW Dynamite. But honey, where can the people find you?
You guys can find me here every now and then, buzzing Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with the WWT crew. Every Thursday, of course, with my boys from the Kayfabe podcast. Every Friday, we have our Honey Night SmackDown watch along. So make sure you tune in this Friday. Why watch SmackDown alone? That's boring. Tune in with me. I promise you, it's fun, and it's 3 hours. I don't want to be just sitting there by myself. I want to talk to you. Come on. All right. And you could also find me here in reference to all Cody crybabies.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
Hope, where can the people find you? That was so funny.
I got about that. You can find me on the basic socials. Hope Honey's baby. Honey, just to let you know, that was my mom's nickname. So in her honor, I carry that. So you can find me on the socials under Hope Honey's baby.
Oh, that's so cute. I saw that. I was like, wait, she got honey in her name. I meant to ask you about that too. I love that.
Will, where can the people find you?
I'm gonna just keep it regular now after that Hallmark moment. I was like, I need something like that to say. Like, nope. Just find me at Will Farrow. Tune in tomorrow for kayfabe, and again, go donate to the Women's Wrestling Archive. There's a social page now on there. Women's Wrestling Archive is on Instagram. Follow it, support it. It is something that needs to happen before one of the guys do it, and they're not gonna do it right. So donate anything, $1, $2. Go full Honey McDuck. Give $100. We are almost there, close to the goal to making this stuff happen. So if you want to go support or follow or anything like that, go support and follow that.
Indeed. Support the Women's Wrestling Archive. I mean, you can always find me here chirping periodically on WWT Live as I can. You can also find me top of the hour for Timeless Elite Wednesdays with AEW Dynamite, because we are at the final Dynamite right before AEW Revolution. You can spend 2 hours with me because you can't watch AEW alone, but there's going to be a lot of chaos, a lot of mayhem happening. There will be a watch along for AEW Dynamite I will be doing, even though a lot of our crew will be on site. So if you are in LA and if you are going to attend AEW Revolution in person, just say hello. And you may see some of them at the media scrum too this weekend. And also, if you're not doing anything Saturday, Denise Salcedo will have her show on Saturday where she will have Willow Nightingale. So if you're not too busy, you don't have any plans, please make sure to support Denise. Check out Willow. Willow is the sweetest human being you will ever meet, and you will not forget it. You can also follow me on my socials at CourtneyNJ11 because I do have content happening in the coming weeks. Please make sure to follow ISBW Wrestling because they do have a lot of stuff. Friday night, Kurt Angle will be in Hackettstown, New Jersey, along with Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Tito Santana. This Saturday, the Wrestling Collector Store is celebrating. They're having a special event, and Indy Hartwell will be there. 5 years they'll be doing this. So shout out to Tommy Fierro and the rest of the team. Indy Hartwell. Yes. Indy Hartwell will be there this weekend. She will be there this weekend to do a meet and greet, and I can't say anything better. Indy Hartwell is truly an amazing person, and I believe she will be TNA Knockouts champion in the future. But shout out to everybody for joining us on this Wednesday edition of WWT Live. Shout out to our producer from the future, Dylan, the mayor said for hopping in, Boza, Christopher Eclair, everybody, Lynette Zaya for joining in on the chat on Wednesday. And thank you again for supporting Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. Have a great evening, and we will see you back here on Friday.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.